Many blessings to you, my beautiful sister. So I have here your abundance reading, and I'm just going to jump right into it. So the first card we have here is the overall theme and message of your reading. So with commitment being in reverse, this is Spirit telling me that your overall theme and message of your reading is commitment. And what I feel Spirit is trying to, the message that Spirit is trying to convey to you, it is a commitment of self. It is a marriage of a union of self. Because what Spirit is telling me that a lot of your relationships, romantic relationships, family relationships kind of get in the way of you staying committed and true to yourself, your goals, your your attention, your focus goes elsewhere when it comes to commitment, and it doesn't really focus on you. It's always focusing on a relationship you're in or a past relationship that has failed that really affected you. Your thoughts go there, your attention goes there, and so you're not really committed to yourself and your journey here and now and for the future. So what Spirit is saying is that Spirit wants you to start really committing to you, committing to your own happiness, committing to the things that you want to manifest in the future, committing to your goals, committing to your boundaries, committing to what is right for you and what you feel you want to manifest from here on out within your life. Letting that be your main focus, because whatever your attention goes and your focus goes is that which you will manifest, right? That's the reality that you will live in. So Spirit is saying the overall theme of this message when it comes to abundance is you need to stay committed to your goals, stay committed to your ideas, stay committed to what you deserve, to your own personal power and will. Stay committed to that which you want to manifest. Don't let distractions of relationships, past relationships, pains, the painful experiences, emotions really get into the way of the things that you know that you want to manifest, the goals that you want to achieve, because when commitment comes up, it's a lot of times, like I said, the focus goes outside of yourself. You feel more committed and more your attention and your energy goes more towards what's outside of you, people and places, family, romantic relationships. And also when commitment shows up, it's a lot about your mentality, what's going on in your head, the thoughts that you're keeping, what you're focusing on in your mental, in your mind. Are you focusing on things that are good? Are you focusing on other people and what they're doing? Are you focusing on past relationships that didn't fail? Are you focusing on negative things? What are you focusing on, and what are you truly committed to? Are you committed to the past? Are you committed to these people outside of yourself? Or are you committed to you and your goals and that which you want to manifest when it comes to abundance? Because I tell people abundance is directly connected to your solar plexus, which is your personal power and will, and everything as far as your career, money, your health, your wealth is all connected to that solar plexus. So if that solar plexus and that attention and your personal power and your will, and you're giving it away to past pains and emotions, or dysfunctional connections, or your attention and that energy is going elsewhere, you're not going to be able to manifest that abundance that you wish to attract, because like energy attracts like energy. So if you're putting out all these past pains, or you're putting out all this focus on other people, then you're never going to be able to attract the new things that you want, or you're never going to attract the things that you deserve. You're just going to keep pulling in the old, reliving the old energies, because there's no room for anything new to come in. You're just attracting the same old people in different shapes and sizes. I always tell people, if you don't learn a lesson, they'll just come in different shapes and sizes. It won't just be your family. It'll be your boyfriend. It'll be your girlfriend. It'll be your boss. If you're not learning these lessons, they're just going to keep coming. So the main thing for you is commitment. Stay committed to yourself. Marry you. Learn you. Figure out what it is that you want to do. Figure it out what your goals are, what you want to manifest, things of that nature, okay? So moving on, my dear, we're going to go to, so what is your current relationship with abundance? I tell people that we're relating to every person, place, and thing in this universe, because everything is living, everything is vibrating. So you're always relating to something, even energies such as love and abundance. So you have a relationship with abundance, but you might not be aware of how you energetically relate to it, right? So this is why I asked Spirit this question, because everyone relates to it different depending upon how they were, their environment when they were young, how they grew up, their belief systems, things of that nature, right? So with you got the Queen of the World in reverse, confidence in reverse, that's solar plexus energy, and recognition. So with the upright, it's like your relationship with abundance is, at this point, you feel like you're recognizing the fact that you need, something isn't right, that you need to attract more different opportunities. You need to attract more money. You need to, you don't want to be in that space of need or lack. You want to be in that space of always being in flow, always attracting new things and new opportunities, new ways to make money and things of that nature. So this is the upright, because you're in that space of knowing that something needs to be corrected with how you relate to the energy of abundance. And then you have confidence in reverse. So that tells me your solar plexus is a little bit blocked, meaning that you have, that's why I said with that commitment thing, you have to stay committed to your goals, your own personal power and will. You can't give that away to other people. You can't give that away to your memories, past events, things like that, because that energy, you have to have enough energy to kind of birth that new opportunity, or align with that new opportunity or that money into this earth, into the 3D plane. So if you don't have enough energy to do it because all your focus is on the past, or you're focused on other people, or you're focused on relationships that ain't working and things of that nature, then you're not going to have the confidence or the energy to attract these new people, places, and things and opportunities when it comes to money and wealth and health, and abundance, because you're going to be stuck in that loop of the old, So it's saying that you really need to start thinking about where it is in your self-esteem, or where it is that you lack that self-esteem, or that I'm feeling like that energy of you don't deserve it. Like you have this energy that you probably need to work through, that you probably learned as a child, is that relationship with struggle, that everything has to be hard. Everything is a struggle. If you're not fighting for it, then it ain't real. You know what I mean? That kind of energy is what I feel like the spirit guides want you to bring awareness to, that this is something in this lifetime you have to work through your relationship subconsciously with struggle, and how everything has a struggle, and you always got to be in a space of kind of need or want. I want this, I need this, I don't have enough. That lack mentality is something that you are trying to work through and process, because it's in your DNA, it's in your blood, which is just memory. It's in your memory. So that lack of confidence, that self-doubt, is kind of blocking you from thinking, or is this ever going to happen for me? Do I deserve this? Am I smart enough? Am I good enough? That kind of energy. And then you have the Queen of the World, which is in reverse. So this is telling me your ego kind of puts it out in the world. Now this is your inner, but your ego puts it out in the world with your root chakra. And this seems like more of that toxic masculine energy that a woman will have, where they call themselves boss bitches. That's what I would say for this card. I'm a boss bitch. I don't need nobody. I can do this on my own. I got this. Blah 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 blah. That kind of energy. But that's very, very toxic, because that's not how you get or attract the things that you want to maintain, the things that you want to keep, the things that you want to align with that are good for you. Yeah, you can attract some stuff, but it's not going to be good for you. It's not going to be something that you can keep. It's not going to be on a strong foundation with that red. It's going to be something that you're attracting because you are coming from a space, you're attracting it because you're coming from a space of lack and need, and it's not going to be vibrationally good for you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, a lot of them boss bitches women, they be miserable. They would kill to have a real man that didn't cheat on them, that loved them, that took care of them. If they didn't have to work so hard, things like that, because that's not the way that it's supposed to be. As a woman, we are creators, and we naturally attract things to us. We are manifestors. So what we think, like I tell people, is 3 things when it comes to manifesting your reality and things within this universe. 1 is the thoughts that you keep. Are the thoughts that you keep negative or positive? Are they going to help your goal, or are they going to keep stuff from coming to you? Are they going to help you attract things, or are they going to help repel things from you? Negative or positive, right? So you got to be mindful and aware of what you're thinking and why you're thinking it, and deal with that shit so it doesn't affect your life, And then with the way you're thinking, it's all about the words that you're speaking, because there is so much power in the tongue. All these things are living beings. Your thoughts are living, and so are your words that you speak. As what was in the Bible, that God spoke and there was light, because it really is that serious. You can give life or death when you're speaking over yourself. When you say, I'm never going to get it. Or it's always some drama. I always got some drama going on. I got to always do this. I'm always struggling. I ain't got no support. Then you're cursing yourself. You're speaking all these things over yourself, right? So this is something that Spirit is saying that you have to be aware of when it comes to abundance. You are repelling these things because you're saying, I got it. I don't need it. I got my own. But it's like you're not getting what you truly need. You're not getting what is really rightfully yours. You're getting these things from a space of lack, and that's why it's so hard to keep them. That's why it's so hard to, like I said, keep them. It always feels as though it's a like up and down kind of thing when it comes to opportunities. Regarding making money or things of that nature, because of the way that you are sending the signal out to the universe about, that need and lack. Because you have to understand, when it comes to abundance, we are abundant beings. We have everything that we ever could need, and probably so much more that we could comprehend. But we limit ourselves as creators by the way that we think and the words that we speak. And then the third thing is the actions and decisions that we make. All three of those things have to be in alignment so that you can make whatever happen, whatever you want to manifest, right? So if you all emotional and you making these decisions and you speaking this negative stuff over yourself, and you making these decisions because you feeling emotional and stuff like that, that's going to affect your experience. That's going to affect your circumstance. That's going to affect how you experience life, period. So that's what Spirit wants to say your connection with abundance is right now, okay? So next is, how do you get yourself in alignment? So we know that there's some things you got to work on. So let's see what Spirit is saying you need to do to get yourself in alignment. So you got Aunt Caroline, that's my girl right here. She in reverse. Am I focused on what I want most? Like I was saying earlier, in life purpose. All right, so let's start with, am I focused on what I want most? So this is Spirit saying, this is all about your crown chakra, your thoughts, right? What you're thinking. So this is Spirit saying, what are you focused on? Are you focused on what you want, or are you focused on what you don't want? Are you focused on negative shit, or are you focused on positive shit? Saying the information, everything, all that I want. I always tell my clients, everything is working out in my favor for my highest good. Even when it appears not to be so, I trust the process. Saying these things over yourself, speaking them and believing in them, instead of cursing yourself. I never have no money. I can never do this. Things ain't never right. Those kind of things. You have to understand how important it is, the things that you're thinking, the things that you're speaking, and in turn, the actions that you're taking and the decisions that you're making in your life, and how they shape your reality for real. So Spirit is saying that's very important about how you can get yourself in alignment with new opportunities and possibilities when it comes to your career, or it comes to you making more money. But you have to, with your crown chakra, you have to be open to the possibilities. You can't block stuff with limited thinking, thinking that things are not going to happen or things are not going to work out. You got to open your mind and understand that anything is possible for real in real life. And this is what I say confirms even more of that, because with Aunt Caroline, she's all about miracles. She's all about fate. She's all about saying, do you respect the cycle of life? It was time for that to end. A lot of things that have happened, if you had bad relationships and things that didn't work out, Aunt Caroline was like, yeah, it was supposed to end like that. It was supposed to happen because you got other better shit coming for you, but you got to believe it. If you believe that negative shit is going to keep happening, if you believe and it ain't gonna work out, you gotta get out your own way, is mainly what Aunt Caroline will be saying. Get out of your own way. Stop thinking negative thoughts. Understand that all things are possible. And you gotta understand that change is happening for a reason. If you don't like change, oh fucking well, it's happening for your greater good. Things have to change. You have to let go of certain circumstances, people, places, and things, so that you can allow new energy in. If you keep holding on to the old ways of thinking, old perspectives, old belief systems, old relationships, old jobs and things like that, you will never allow for new shit to come into your life. And that's what Aunt Caroline wants to tell you. And with the life purpose, it's all about what do you want to do with your life source energy? What do you feel like you're here to do? I feel like for some reason you have some connection with maybe hair or makeup or something like that, but Spirit is saying you really need, with this being on the upright, you really have to sit down and think of what is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to bring into creation here on this earth? What do I want to use my energy to create here that can generate me some wealth, that can generate me some abundance and some good experiences and some new connections and endless possibilities, okay? All right, so that's that. So next is your obstacles and challenges, right? So what are your obstacles and challenges? Basically, what are the energies that you need to integrate that can help enlighten your perspective of abundance? What are some things that you need to understand that are maybe some challenges and obstacles along the way that you need to deal with, right? So one is fertility. You need to understand, and with this being an upright, I think you have an understanding of what's good for you and what's not, what you can get something out of and what you can't. When it comes to fertility and abundance readings, it's all about what is fertile, what is going to make something multiply, what is something that is on fertile ground, right? Is your relationship on fertile ground? Are you going to be able to grow some real good fruit out of that relationship, or have you already experienced the negative, nasty fruit that has transpired from that relationship? If you know that it's not fertile ground, right? That you're not going to get any good fruit from out of that relationship, because a relationship is called a ship for a reason, because it's supposed to take you somewhere, it's supposed to elevate you. Then what is the point? So it's saying you have an awareness of people, places, and things, and jobs that are just dead end, that they're not going to take you where you need to go, but you're afraid of it because you don't want to step out on faith, you don't want to leap out on faith. But our Carolina is like, you got to do it, because there are things, people, places, and things you have to release in order for new things to come in, new energies and new opportunities to come in. But you holding on dear life for stuff that you know that ain't fruitful, that ain't fertile, and it's not fruitful for you, and it's blocking that good shit from coming in. And what are your dominant emotions that run your life? So again, this is upright. So you are like an emotional person, right? I can tell by the way that your brain works. You think a lot and you overthink a lot, and sometimes you obsess about certain things, certain past experiences, connections with people. You kind of obsess about it, and your thoughts go all over the place, and it can ruin your whole day. And this is something that Spirit is saying you are aware of it, but you need to start doing something about it. You have to hold yourself accountable and responsible for the things that you're thinking in your head, because it's affecting you, and then it's affecting the people around you, right? It affects how you move. It affects the words that you speak over your mouth. It affects the decisions and the actions that you take on a daily basis, your behaviors and stuff like that. So if you're allowing certain fears like for example, the fear of failure to dictate the way that you move, then you got a problem. Or if you're allowing anger or sadness or resentment or those kind of things to dictate your thought, how you move, or to cloud your judgment and your thoughts, you're not going to be able to attract those higher vibrational things that you want. That abundance that is at a high vibration. Abundance don't know nothing about no anger. Abundance don't know nothing about lack or need. Abundance don't know nothing about that. Abundance like, ew, abundance is like, that is not, I'm not, no thank you. I'm not attracted to that. Same thing with money. Money is an essence. Money is a spirit. Money is not attracted to clingy people, the people that want to hold on to it, the people that are, just think of it like a real being. How would you treat it? How would you relate to it? Would you hold on to it? Would you be all obsessive over it? That kind of thing, right? So also with the answers being in reverse, because I feel like what Spirit is saying is, because you have the answers, you understand, but you're not acknowledging them, because it says, what passion am I ready to pursue? You know that there are some things that you want to pursue, but like I said, that confidence, that lack of confidence and that lack of self-esteem, but that solar plexus is holding you back, that doubting yourself and focusing on other people, places, and things are keeping you clouded. It's keeping you from seeing the answers and the way out to attract these new opportunities, new ideas of new ways of making money. You're not able to see it because you're too busy clouded in your thought process of stuff that should not be there. You know, emotions that shouldn't be in your constantly in your way of thinking and being, because if you're vibrating at a certain frequency, or you're in a certain vibration, let's say fear. When you get real scared, you can't think straight. When you get real angry, you can't think straight. When you get real sad and depressed, you definitely ain't thinking straight. So you got to understand, your mind is everything, and with the thoughts that you keep in your mind are of the utmost importance, and you have to hold yourself responsible for that and accountable for what you're thinking and why you're thinking it, and get to the root of that. Okay, so those things will help you get into alignment and understanding that these are some of your obstacles. You just not pursuing what you know you need to pursue. You not listening to yourself. You allowing certain emotions and certain relationships and connections to cloud your judgment and keep you in a space where you feel like you can't do no better, or things won't get better, or things like that. Okay. All right, moving on to, okay, what should you be investing your energy to attract abundance? Okay, so you want to attract, like I said, you want to attract abundance. Abundance is an energy, and you want to attract it. You know, you don't want to scare it away. You don't want it to be like, I definitely, no thank you with that. She is drama. You know, I don't want to be hanging out with her. You know, so you don't want that kind of energy. So let's see. This is again your solar plexus. This is all about your personal power and will. What is it that who, what, when, and how are you giving your power away to, and your attention to, and your focus to, and your will to? Who are you doing it to? Because this is in reverse. So it's like some people, places, and things, you're giving them all your energy, you're giving them all your attention, and you're not getting any energy back from you. So you don't have the energy to, like I said, to create and manifest new shit. Because with the truth coming in reverse, it's like, you know the truth, recollection, you know, reconciliation, you know the truth, and Spirit is saying you need to release some of these connections and some of these relationships, so you can start reconnecting with yourself, so you can start healing yourself, so you can really understand and understand who you are and what you want and what you want to manifest for your future. Because with this inner knowing, it's like you already know the deal. You're not stupid. You know who's not good for you. You know what's not good for you. You know the truth of things. But that with that solar plexus being out of balance, you have this you have this way with not keeping up boundaries for yourself. You have this way with giving away too much energy to people, places, and things that don't deserve it, right? And it keeps you from manifesting the things that you want. It keeps you in a space where you don't have enough energy to do what you want to do, or create the things that you want to create. Right, so you need to really start investing in you. You really need to start investing in space and place for yourself. Meditating on the things that you want, setting goals. I always tell people, set a goal a week, a 7-day goal every week. Whatever it is, okay, for 1 hour I'm going to work on making my jewelry. For 1 hour I'm going to work on making my price list. 1 hour a week for 7 days, and I'm going to get that shit done. Make goals for yourself. Start pouring energy and focus back into you, and understand the truth, and accept that certain people's and places and things are going to hinder you, and they cannot come with you if you want to attract new opportunities and new relationships and new career opportunities within your life. If you're holding on to a job, or limiting yourself because you feel like you're scared to step out there, or you scared to you don't believe that you can do it, then you never will. It all starts with your thoughts. All right, so next, my love. Okay, so these are how and where did you learn to relate to abundance in such a way. So like I told you, everything we learn starts with our inner child, starts in our childhood. The way we learn to relate to love, how we taught how and what love is from our parents. We also, when it comes to abundance and money and things like that, we're taught that way of being from our parents, right? So let's see what you got. You got 7 of baskets. What if it was easy? Truth and moving forward. Okay, so Now, there was either your mother, it seems like the mother energy. When it comes to abundance, you kind of learned that lack of focus, that too many baskets, too many things going on, too much happening at one time, and not really able to fulfill what it is that you want to fulfill. Like, she probably had a lot of different things going on. She was like a romantic. She romanticized about life and men and things like that. And she had a lot of her energy in a lot of different baskets, and there was never really one that was successful, right? Having unrealistic expectations, displaced energy, too many choices, self-decepting, deception, kind of like avoiding issues and being deluded, having an illusion to what the truth is about your life. Like, there's so much going on, there's so much drama and all this stuff, and you just acting like that's not really what's happening, that there's not shit going on all the time, that you're not always struggling. You know what I mean? See how she has her head is basically in the clouds with all these baskets, that kind of energy. So you kind of pick that up, that struggle and that need and that lack energy, that push and pull kind of energy, right? And what if it was easy? And this is my confirmation of that, because this card is saying, what if it's not that difficult? What if you this learned way of being, doing too much and having to fight and having to struggle to get what you want? What if that's not the way that it's supposed to be? What if it's a lot more easier than you could ever imagine? What if it's just your thoughts? What if it's just the words that you've been speaking, and in turn your behaviors and your actions that's keeping you in this struggle, that's keeping you in that chase kind of mentality, instead of sitting and waiting and meditating and understand when to sit and when to move and when to act, and allowing new possibilities and opportunities to come into your life because you're in alignment, right? And moving forward, with this being in reverse, it's like being stuck in this space and place and not really being able to move forward. And I feel like you kind of are more so able to than your mother or the people around you. You can more so, with this being upright, you can more so move forward in some aspects, but you still have that energy where you stay stagnant, because it's a learned kind of behavior. It's being stuck in places, situations, relationships, and circumstances that keep your head in the cloud, that keep you confused, that keep your energy being siphoned, right? But there's still, with this being here, there's still some things that you struggle when moving forward. You struggle with change, you struggle with things needing to be different and letting people, places, and ideas and perspectives go. Because with this truth being in reverse, it's, like I said, more confirmation of Spirit saying, there are some ways and things that you got to release, some behavior, some ways of thinking about your circumstance and circumstance and situation and your experiences that you've been through. You got to really start to change your perspective on it and see the truth in the matter. And it's not always black and white. There are a lot of things that we have to go through to learn about ourselves, to learn about our history, to learn about the things that we need to heal within our bloodline and within ourselves, right? And last but not least, you have, what is the next step and direction that you need to go in regarding abundance? So, beauty in reverse, freedom in reverse, boundaries, and what if it isn't true, and the universe. So we'll start with the universe. So universe is just here to say that the universe is open to you. The universe will show me the right path to take to reach my goals. So that's why I say you need to give yourself time and space to learn you, to sit in quiet, to hear your thoughts, to hear what is truly going on within you, what makes you tick, why you do the things you do, why you say the things you say, why you make the decisions you make, so you can really connect with the universe, so you can see the unlimited possibilities that there are and how we limit ourselves to these so reliving these experiences with these different people, places, and things energetically, but basically the same damn person, the same experience, because we're just not learning and we're just not getting it, and we're still looking outside of ourselves for certain things that we already have within us, right? Energetically trying to pull from somebody else for someone else to accept you when you need to accept yourself, trying to pull some love from somebody else when you don't even love yourself or care for yourself or give yourself the awareness that you need, asking for somebody to do something for you you don't even do for yourself. So these are the things that the universe is saying that you need to do so you can start connecting with who you truly are. And what if it isn't true? This is more confirmation of what I was saying earlier about struggle. As black people in general, especially women, we have that thing about us in society that, you know, that strong black woman, we got to be strong, we got to keep going, we got to keep moving, we got to suck it up, we got to do it for our kids, we got to do, you know, all of that stuff. But that is something that we're unlearning, because this is why we're so tired, we're so resentful, we're so angry, we're so held back, we're so stagnant, we feel so caged in, because we're too busy carrying and worrying about some other people and focusing on other connections and other people's well-being before we focus on ourselves. So the goal and the awareness needs to be on us first. That's why self-love is so important, and self-awareness is so important, because you've got to really, really understand who you truly are and what it is that you need to work on within yourself, so you can start aligning with a life that is worth living, a life that is abundant, a life that you feel mentally and physically and spiritually healthy, you know. And with the upright, it's boundaries. This is upright because it's spirit saying you already know the things that you need to put those energetic boundaries on. You know, those people, places, and things that you need to just start cutting off. I always tell people, make an energetic list. Where's my energy and focus going? Who, what, when, and how? Who are the people that my energy is focusing on? Are they worth my energy? Am I receiving any energy back? And if not, start cutting these people off. I don't give a damn who it is. Friends, family, co-workers. Start Xing these motherfuckers off. Things, you know, if there's a car that's just giving you too much trouble and you just need to X that shit off and get a new one, you know, things like that is my energetic list I tell people to do, to see where your energy is going, where your focus is going, because a lot of times our energy is in focus and attention is in so many different directions that by the end of the day nothing ever gets done, because our energy is spent and it's going out in so many different directions. We're not focusing and narrowing our energy down on one thing and accomplishing that one goal and knocking that off the list. We just got so many things going on that nothing ever gets done properly, right? So energetic boundaries are so important, and you are aware of them, but you need to start making the right decisions when it comes to where you're giving your who, what, when, and how you're giving your energy to. And with freedom, this is more about your solar plexus energy and you feeling stuck, you feeling like you're not free to really do you. And this can also be relationships, you know, family members, people that you've romantically been in a relationship, feeling caged in by those experiences, feeling caged in by that connection, feeling misunderstood about who it is you truly are and what it is you truly want to do with your life when it comes to abundance in your career and how you want to express yourself with your energy. But again, the only person that can put you in the cage is you, because again, giving away your attention, your personal power and will is something that you do. Nobody can make you do that. Again, I tell people, emotions and all of that stuff starts within self. Nobody can make you scared. Nobody can make you sad. Nobody can make you angry. All of that shit starts within self. That's why self-mastery is so important, right? And then last but not least, you have beauty. So like I said, it kind of confirms what I was saying about beauty. I don't know if you do hair or you do makeup or something like that, something that has to do with beauty. But this is in reverse, so this feels like maybe you're not aware of this, that you need to kind of expand when it comes to this, or you haven't been into it yet or something like that. But Spirit is saying that look into your connection and how you feel about beauty itself, makeup, hair, fashion, you know, that kind of stuff. And what'll help you to really understand your connection when it comes to beauty itself is how you see your perspective on beauty. What is beauty to you? What does beauty mean to you? How do you incorporate beauty within your life? How do you feel beautiful? Who are the beautiful people around you? Who inspires you because you feel that they're beautiful inside and out? Those kind of things. All right. I guess I'll pull one more card, dear. See what else Spirit has to say. Spirit, is there anything else you have to say regarding abundance? Anything else? Alright, see. Happiness, yep. So with the happiness being in reverse, it's like you're not in a space where you feel happy, and that is not okay. You need to find out what it is that brings you that inner joy, that happiness. What it is that you can do that'll help you feel free, that'll help you feel happy. Of course, it's you fake it till you make it, but you can't always continue to fake it. You know, your attention needs to be on your happiness and not everybody else's. You know, you need to be concerned about what makes you happy. You need to be concerned about what's important to you and those things, so that you can attract that abundance, because happiness and love, those are the highest vibrations, and abundance loves that. Abundance loves happy, carefree energy. You know, not that energy that's needy, not that energy that's lacking, not that energy that's controlling, you know. All right, my friend, I hope that this reading blessed you. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. Be well.